Although the introduction of FIMA has raised eyebrows, the country's non-banking financial sector has grown in assets according to the latest quarter report by NAMFISA. Assets under the industry include equities, government and corporate debt, derivatives and foreign currencies worth 370 billion, with pension funds holding the biggest assets of 211 billion. NAMFISA's Kenneth Matomola explains that the reform is necessary in the non-banking financial industry, as the country faces the challenge of enforcement due to low penalties and enforcement procedures, inconsistent or outdated laws, with some dating back to the 1950s. Matomola says FIMA makes provision for a sound and stable financial system.
We want to eliminate the phenomenon that which could exist. People can run into the financial institution and grab out their money that can destabilize the economy. So if people think that the financial system is not stable, and why this thing is so important, when the system is stable, resources can be allocated efficiently and the risks can be managed properly, and this can lead to full employment of a given country. And also the price movements can be very stable.
As many prepare for FIMA to come into operation, panelists raised their concern on how this legislation will impact the consumer.
And a case in point, perhaps, could be, introducing certain standards, like the preservation that eventually was changed from a regulation to standard. So things like that, I think those are the critical areas of concern. And that it will be costly at the end of the day, and that we needed to find a means to make sure that we bring a very illiterate consumer when it comes to retirement funding on board in such a short period of time.
I don't think FIMA is a bad idea. I think it's long overdue. It needs to be implemented. But when both the service providers and the consumers are not satisfied, I agree with the Secretary General that the regulator's CEO is never going to be in peace. And I think as much as it is long overdue, I think we are nearly there. I'm almost in the side of the Secretary General here to say, let's just extend the runway a little bit and align on many things.
Within 12 months of FIMA's commencement date, current retirement funds will have to reapply for registration and must amend policies to be in line with the new legislation requirements.